Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. A nice little juke. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a handoff as they run left side. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Here we go. Man 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. White 90. White 90. Flex round. Flex round. Shift. Watch the shift. Flex round. Flex round. Hey.
To throw again. Watson under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Texans send the punter out, standing just about on his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Powering his way forward. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans say they have it. They do. A fumble lost last week. Now a fumble lost this week. Is this just growing pains of a rookie?
It is growing pains, but they can't afford them. Not him nor his team. That means extra work during the week with his coaching staff and extra work on his head to make sure he doesn't lose his confidence. They like him. They want him to flourish.
Because you know he wants to avoid that label of being a fumble machine.
It is a label that is hard to shed, and that just means teams come after you even more, ripping and raking at the football when you're carrying it.
Come on, let's go. What? Flex round. Flex round.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. It's up, it is through. That'll make this now a 28-13 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running
That's
back
what you
on
need
that
for
counter
a good
play?
counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Out of the gun now on third down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Fresh set of downs here. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we've come to... And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it third down.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Touch, blue landing,
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker.
And a loose football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Packers on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just...
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player... disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll set up a throw. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Advantage of that missed field goal. First and 10, way up at the 37. Here comes the D swarming to the line. On first and 10, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Texans on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. They run the counter now on first down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back.
But I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 10. Yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That's it, baby.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. And he's got room. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter.
Here we go now.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Over. Here we go now.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Kennedy. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
The Packers on third down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
The Texans on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
And to give this time to the tailback. A beautiful fake. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Off of play action, it's Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
5 yards to gain here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Here's Johnny Hekker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Watson off play action. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down on the 37th. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.